Hello, it's good to be able to connect with you in this way this morning. I had, of course, expected to be with you in person for a Benefice service, but events seem to have overtaken us somewhat with the spread of the coronavirus. I'm conscious that increasing numbers of people are now self-isolating, some are poorly, and others feel very vulnerable, and more generally, all movement is heavily restricted in an effort to save lives and minimise the spread of the infection. I do hope that you're taking the advice to stay at home seriously and that you're looking after yourselves. We are living in unprecedented times. And I want to offer you just some brief thoughts this morning on the Gospel reading set for today, to help us perhaps reflect a little on the situation in which we find ourselves. What does it mean for us to continue as people of faith when so many of our assumptions and ways of doing things are now challenged? The reading today is from St. John's Gospel, chapter 11. And in it we encounter two sisters, Mary and Martha, whose brother Lazarus has fallen ill and died. The sisters are frightened, they're disorientated, and they're unsure of what the future holds for them. I'm especially interested in Martha, who, on hearing that Jesus is on his way, goes out to meet him. You'll remember Martha from another occasion, I'm sure, from a story told by Luke when Jesus visited her and her brother and sister at their home in Bethany. Martha is the active sister. She's always busy organising things. She's competent and in control. Now, though, where we meet her in John, there is nothing left for her to do. She can't make Lazarus better. No amount of organising is going to change the situation or fix things for her. Martha is helpless and despairing. And as she comes out to greet Jesus, this is what she says to him: God will give you whatever you ask. I'm interested that Martha doesn't implore or beg Jesus to heal Lazarus. I'm struck that she doesn't tell him what to do. She simply trusts Jesus. She trusts that he knows best. God will give you whatever you ask. So Martha accepts her own helplessness and surrenders to God's will for her brother. There's nothing she can do other than rely on Jesus and put her trust in him. Perhaps you are feeling a little vulnerable right now. Perhaps you're fearful for yourself or for a loved one and uncertain of what the future might hold. Perhaps you're used to being busy and active, feeling in control, able to organise things and help others, and now you're at a loss to know what to do. Well, there is the opportunity, I think, for us to learn more fully what it means to trust God, to embrace our humanity and the limits of what we can do, and to throw ourselves on God's mercy, if you like. To have faith in the one who loves us, and to know that God will journey with us no matter what. And more than that, there's something about the mysterious nature of faith that means that sometimes it's in the darkest moments that we become most aware of the presence of God, of truths that we wouldn't otherwise know or experience. A little like you can only see the beam from the light of a torch if you're in the darkness of night or if you're in a dark room. It was in the midst of her darkness and pain and fear that Martha had a profound sense of knowing who Jesus truly was. Before Lazarus had been raised, she declared to Jesus, "You are the Messiah, the Son of God." Martha's moment of epiphany comes out of her suffering and her experience of pain, and at a time when she's least in control. That's when she was most acutely conscious of God's presence with her through the person of Jesus. So there are opportunities for us, I believe, in the days and weeks that lie ahead. To take control where we can, certainly, to take seriously, for example, the advice to stay in our homes, to be mindful of the needs of our friends and family and neighbours, and to help in whatever way we can. But at a fundamental level, perhaps we need to accept our limitations and our lack of control, and to surrender to God, to trust in God. And as we learn to do that more and more, we may well open the possibility for new insights into faith in ways that we perhaps at the minute can't even conceive of. And we may be surprised by the deepening of our understanding of what it means to be in relationship with Christ. So my hope and prayer for each one of you is that you will be sustained by the love of the Lord Jesus, that your faith will be strengthened in the coming period, and that you will discover God's presence with you in new and unexpected ways. May God bless you.